Hello, spiritual beings. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. No, I know I'll be calling. How y'all doing today? I really was struggling yesterday. Mother's Day was quarantine in the bed, trying to get it out. And I didn't have a voice yesterday, so I would have been useless to the people. So I just, today's message is inner balance. I hope everybody, all the divine, beautiful feminines, had a great Mother's Day. Even though if you're a mother, it's every day. So, I hope that you got some beautiful, nice things. I did get a card from my middle daughter. I always get stuff from my older daughter, so she's always kind, so I don't have to worry about if she doesn't give me something. And that's not what Mother's Day to me. It was just seeing all my babies, and I got to see my baby girl. I was like throwing the pity parties. I made a post, and I was like, oh, I probably not gonna see my daughter. She's probably not gonna call her mom because she's upset at me, for our prior situations. But she came, and I was so happy. That made my day. I was still sickly, and I was running around trying to gather things, because I know I did speak about like having to get rid of the energies that was in her room, and but rest assured, I think I was able to give a motherly gift. She gave me a hug twice, so that was great. Yay! There's hope in the land. So I hope everybody is really doing well, because let me tell you, it was a struggle. I was fighting. I was like, I'm crawling up, Jesus, on the rough side of the mountain, Jesus. I'm still feeling out of place, but I was like, nah, you can't leave the people like that, and then I have new subscribers. Thank you. You make a sister feel good. Said thank you. You make me feel good. I said thank you. Thank you. I know I be dark, guys. I don't have, like I said, my production is not as bright, so I be counting on the light from above. Hopefully that's a little bit brighter. Okay, so I have one card. I'm not gonna keep it too long because I am feverish, and I'm still trying to broke out out of the cold. Today is inner balance. Inner balance, guys and gals, whoever is watching. Okay, so learn to find balance between giving and receiving. That is where true abundance and emotional harmony are born. I'm gonna say it again. Learn to find balance between giving and receiving. That is where true abundance and emotional harmony are born. So that's wonderful, yes. And I really like it. I really like this message. And a confirmation, I guess, because my phone love chiming when I'm on here. When I'm not doing nothing, no sounds, nothing's happening. So I don't know what's that about. Maybe spirit trying to say, yes, girl, do your thing, keep going. Yes, girl, do your thing, keep going. Yes, girl, do your thing, keep going. There's something for everybody in this universe. So, sometimes I used to be like, oh, it's a trending thing. Everybody's doing it. Don't be a copycat. Da, 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 da. But I don't think it's about being copycat. I think we all have something to give. And I always say that. I have said that in one of my videos where I was like, we all have something to give. We all have a mission, a purpose in life. Never feel like it's wasted. The Creator does not. I believe that when we're born, we all have some type of light to shine to the world, like there's something to give. So don't ever feel like, oh, I'm not gonna, and this, that, or third. It's something for everybody. It's something for everybody. It's like they say, when it comes to love, there's somebody for with somebody for I don't know. I've been discombobulated. I was watching my video and when I was talking about the Ethiopian Bible that calls God Yahweh, and I was talking about the missing stuff, and I was like the coughing and this congestion and trying to talk and then being a little bit anxious because trying to explain myself, and I said that's what you get. Don't explain. No more explain. If you want to be weird to me, just be weird. I don't got a time no more. If I see it, I'm deleting it. Because I did good the other day. Somebody had said something, I believe it looked like it was Arabic or Hebrew. I don't know. I don't know how. I know it's probably Islamic something. It was a different writing that looks either Hebrew, Islamic, Arabic. I don't know. But I know it's a special writing, and I know it's gotta be Middle Eastern something. Anyhow. And I just deleted. I pressed the buttons for translation, and then I was like, yo, just delete that, yo. You ain't got no time to be arguing about what you know. It's all different names to the source in different religions or whatever. Whatever you call source, the Most High, if you say mother, if you say father, if you say Allah, if you say Jehovah, if you say God, if you say Jah, I feel like it's all one thing. It's all under one umbrella. It's one thing, one beautiful King of all kings. What's going on? What happened? You know, we all pray different or whatever, but it's still the same emotion. It's still the same feeling. It's still giving you enlightenment in your day. When you worship, you pray, you give praise. Come on now, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I don't want to be played with no more. Let's just stop the foolishness. And even if you make a negative or positive comment, I don't have no problem with that. Of course, I want interaction with the audience, but if you want to be coming for me, and you know, if you're watching, you know, I say you come for me, I come back for you. But now I'm gonna do the delete. I'm gonna remove it. So go ahead. You're just gonna be wasting your finger muscles. I don't really care no more. Yeah. And you know, that's what it is about ascending. Every day is something new with your, you know, as you elevate and you become your higher self, certain things you just be like, I don't see you. What you said? What you said? I don't hear it. And so that's the message. Keep the inner balance. Yeah. Emotional harmony. And then, you know, I was watching this documentary with that young man. Oh my God, I pray he don't get burned up by nature, boy. Oh my goodness, nature, boy, what? Oh Lord, and then I was too through because I was like, crack baby from Harlem. Oh Jesus Lord. New York. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna say nothing negative, but the planet of New York, I feel like it's a planet, yo. It's the real talk. So, but we got Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island, Long Island. I think that's about it, because I know sometimes people don't really accept Long Island, you know, so Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island, Long Island. I think that's about it. You know, you be trying to think like, did I miss any borough? But anyway, when he said Harlem, I already knew, and especially in the crack era. Let me tell you something. I remember being a child and seeing the red top, the blue top, yellow top, gray top, little tiny vials on the concrete when you running down the block, whatever. Some of them used to be glass and it's changed to like plastic, whatever. And you're just like, yo, bro, this is crazy what's going on. And growing up like that, and then I did grow up with a lot of some associates and classmates that would tell me that they were born addicted to crack. And I remember Geraldo Rivera. That was like one of the popular talk shows, and he would interview parents, or they would talk about, like, how they do in Maury right now, and Karamo and all that stuff. So they would have stories where they're talking about their babies being drug addicted, and then they have to go to the system and all that. So I was kind of like, as soon as I heard that, I kind of like had my own analysis about this guy. He already was tainted. So if he felt that wherever he came from, he wasn't getting that attention, and as I could see that he already had the whoremonger spirit. He when he was when they were showing the certain pictures of him, and he was like he said he was stripping, he stripped for men and women, all that. He already had a spirit where you could tell he was gonna advertise and market himself to get whatever he wanted and to be seen, right? And then that's what I was talking about, like, because I seen that a couple of views on the video, and I'm pretty sure it was like a hot topic where there's probably skeptics saying, excuse me, that, oh my gosh, how dare her, excuse me guys, hello, yes, so, and I was talking about that, pastors and stuff like that gonna burn up. And when I'm gonna elaborate a little bit, but I'm just gonna say that it's from hearing testimonies and then growing up and seeing what commonplaceness and vulgarity and lawlessness that happens with some of the Christians that I've met, some of the people that I've went to church with, and some of the people that I prayed with, and the things that I know that they do behind closed doors when they're not in church. And or the people that go, they're I like to call them Jesus fanatics, not disrespecting Jesus, because somebody might come for me after this video. But anyway, when I said that, I was like, yeah, because they practice a lot of this witchcraft. There's all kind of demonic things where they like to talk about other people. That's blasphemy. Yeah, so my throat chakra is being attacked. And I'm getting more of a baritone, and my eye just jumped. This is, and when we talking about the message, but it's the truth. And as we can see, there's testimonies, countless stories about people that are church members, and they do wickedness. So we're not gonna sit here and act like y'all so perfect. Okay? Let's just don't do that. So if anybody had any discourse about me speaking of a lot of those people will be burning up, because I feel that, and I've seen that, where the pastor, reverend, deacon, bishop, all of them, they're driving nice car, and then the people standing on the bus waiting to go to church or waiting to go home, or when Sister Mary need little money for she bills and she that's spending, giving all she money to the church, and when she need food, nothing. When she need little grocery, nothing. Sister Mary faithfully giving money for years and years, and when she come for ask for help from pastor, what you that doing? Oh, sister, pray, sister. You good? God is gonna bless you. The church can't help you right now because we got our funds tied up into something. So, Sister Mary, I know that you give us faithfully, but we just don't know what we can do. Maybe We got a few pantry items. We gonna pray for Sister Mary. Let's do. Matter of fact, let's collect. Let's collect. Pass around the collection plate for Sister Mary to help she with Sharon. And even to they're gonna go through it, count how much, and then give you some. They ain't gonna give you all the money. So this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, they can't help their congregation. So what are you here for? Some of them don't even have pantry. They team up with other corporations, organizations to give food. And then when you see the food expire. So what kind of people is this? Is this nice people? This is what God said for do, give people poison? And don't help people with their bills, even though they're giving 10%, 15% tithe to you organization? Because it's an organization, it's a corporation, it's a company. Churches are companies, because at the end of the day, they get a tax write-off. Okay? So that's a whole nut. I could go in and go in, but I'd rather not. So I'm gonna bring myself back up, bring my energy back up, my vibrations back up. Right? So that was that. Because I was like, I do watch my videos and I try to now, analyze and see what I could improve on, and the way I'm speaking, and if I'm stuttering or if I'm clapping my mouth and all those things that annoy me. I noticed that I have it for myself as well. So at the same token, I do not want to give misinformation or sound like a nuisance, because that's not really, that's not really the topics, because really I made this channel to be very, very positive. I'm not here to try to conform anybody or transform anybody or try to put any ideology or try to have a following or try to be, God forbid, like the by nature by. What is going on? I wanted to fight him. I wanted to fight him. Because I was like, what in the commonplaceness, vulgarity, lawlessness? And then, when I heard about the cup of the semen, no. Shame on you. And when they said he had life plus 10 years, no parole, all of them. First of all, he shouldn't have been able to live for get no 3 square meals and no, he don't, listen, they should have give you the chair. And because from the lashings and the screaming and the guys talking about how he got him kissing me, and that's another thing, this God complex. Because that's what I don't like. How people use the Lord to gain followers and views. Like I was talking about in my last video, that there's so many fakeness. Like the acting is impeccable. Like sometimes I'll be wanting to tell people, I think you're choosing the wrong career. You should go next. Because the foolishness that I see, and also the copycat, the imposter syndrome is crazy on the internet. Like, yo, be yourself. You know how much and beautiful that is to be yourself? Like, seriously. It's a beautiful thing, because that's why we all have individuality. Sometimes you might have a doppelganger, and there might be somebody that resembles you, but not quite you. You understand? There's somebody that might sound like you, might favor with similarities as far as speaking and having the same kind of, similar style and things like that. And I brought that up because I remember seeing an Egyptian baby boy. Well, no, he's a teenager. I always call anybody that's under 18 babies. I need to stop. But anyway, then I seen there was a gentleman copying the young man the same style, and I'm just like, yo, be yourself. You see the baby have his own style. Why are you copying him? Let him be original. But we gonna always have people I used to, like back in the day, used to be like, yo, you a biter. Why you biting off of me, yo? Why you biting? See, And then it went to like, yo, you jocking my style. You know what I'm saying? That's not my stilo. And then, it goes on and on with the different lingos and things like that. But, that's crazy. You know what I mean? But anyway, I don't want to drift because you know how to drift. Drift! So, anyway, getting back to the point was the God complex. People abuse that. And they love to say scriptures and all this stuff. And then you feel like this person, oh, wow, they're close to the Lord. And you listen to them. But the whole time, their agenda is to gather as much people so they can feel complete within themselves and things like that. Like I told you, if I didn't have a following, I would still be on here. I talk to myself. I'm very proud of talking to myself. So if you want to go ahead and diagnose and give a prognosis, I really don't care. At the end of the day, I still have, like I said, I know that other clip when I was like, I'm gonna die alone. This is when our judgment day come. I'm not gonna have a co-signer. I'm not gonna be able to go on YouTube and say, hey, my subscribers, God is gonna judge me. I'm gonna have to, if you could give me a, 1 star, 2 stars. That's not how it works. We all individual people, and we all have different things that shine a light. And the only thing I'm saying is to the people that, because I know as far as my spirit, and I don't know how it perceives on the camera or when I make videos, but I do in my everyday life, or when I do go outside, I do have people that would just come to me and tell me their personal stories, or people would just come to me and ask me for directions. I know that my aura is very approachable. However, there's some people that this are very dismissive. I guess they see something, they can't stand me because of how my spirit is, because truly a lot of people would think like, oh, she's gullible, she's naive, she's too nice, this, that, whatever. But it's a welcoming spirit. I have an inviting spirit, because I know if you need something or you want to talk, and I know how it is because I've been that person that wants to talk. But now that I'm introverted and I'm in the house and I really don't care for outside noise, it's the simple fact that when I do interact with someone and have respect, rather, because I'm going to correct that as well, because it's not just people going to talk to me anyhow and I'm just going to be still loving. I still would be mindful and kind, but I would put, a divider, and I would have a wall up after that, because I'm like, okay, you're not so nice, so I'm going to back away, or I'll get quiet, But nevertheless, my point is, I still do things in a way of delight. I still get up every morning and I'm smiling. I thank the Lord. If I have a pain or whatever the case might be, or my spine, or it's a lot of things that I don't complain about, because there's a lot of people that's bedridden, waiting for somebody to bring them something to eat, waiting to be wiped, waiting to relieve themselves. They need a bedpan. They have to wait for a coloscopy bag to be, they release the fluid and all that stuff, or people that go through dialysis. There's so much things that I'm blessed about. I can get up and get my own food. I can walk outside. I don't need assistance, and I have like situations where I was bedridden or couldn't get up, or was not feeling up to par and things like that. So I always thank the Lord. So people mistake that to be, oh, she's so stupid, look at her, oh my God, all of that is foolishness. But people using God for personal benefits make me nauseated. They make me sick. And even when some men too, like when they come and approach you and they want to be like, oh, I love the Lord and I'm God-fearing and all that stuff, it would be shown in your actions. That's how sometimes I judge people too. I want to see what you're about. Don't keep telling me that this, that, and third, And I even had people that they act like they so prayerful and Muslim. I remember this guy I met at this hotel casino I was working at, and he was trying to set me up with his dad. And I'm the type of person, if I go on a date with you, whatever, I'm gonna be nice. I'll be loving. I'll give you a hug. I'm not gonna be like fresh right off the rip. And if you're being managed, that you're just gonna be getting or whatever. So this guy, some of his friends or whatever went around the casino. It came back to me and it was like, oh, all you gotta do is give her some weed, and she'll be all nice, and you can see if you could get your way in. And I said, wow. You see, when you don't give them what they want, that's the real. That's when the real character come out. And he was telling me about how he converted to Islam and he a Muslim and that's all this kind of stuff. And it was like assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam, and shalom and all this kind of stuff. And I be attractive to that sometimes because I be like, ooh, he Israelite. Oh my God, that's sexy. Oh, 5%. Oh. But I got out all of that because then I realized that man is man. It don't matter what religion he got. If you don't have respect for women in general, and that's how I felt about like the boy, the nature boy. I feel like he was disgusting. He had no respect for nothing. He just wanted to be praised, and he wanted to be seen as God. And when it gets to that point, and you think you're high and above than humans, any fellow people on this earth, is like, ew. And then to me, he was just a f boy to the gazillion power. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, that's all he was to me. And he was just a decorated f boy. Because when I was looking at how he was doing his hair, and then he had the young lady, oh, she's so beautiful. When he exploited her with the live streaming of her giving birth, excuse me, that was so weird to me. Like, no, I wouldn't say weird. It was just like plain disrespectful. There was nothing sacred. If you're God complex, even if you're saying that you're God, and the carbonation, the melanation, whatever he was saying, I could see the concept. So I said, okay, he's creative in that aspect. But what I didn't like was the abuse of the people, massaging his body, all this stuff, the doo-doo tomatoes. My God, like, the brainwashing. And that's why I was saying, like in my last video, brainwashing. I'm not brainwashed to the point where I would never join a cult. I remember growing up, and I told you my parents are from Guyana, and I was hearing about that Jim Jones thing where the people drank the punch and they all died. And I'm just saying to myself, I've watched movies too with different cults. There's so many different cults, sex cults, all kind of cults. And I know there's a cult that would be watching me too. I know. A coven, somebody is really in my business. I don't know what you need. The phone used to always be a distraction. I remember one time, like, cause I'm not you can't control me, so I'm not always gonna be on this internet. You know what I'm saying? It takes my time to develop my own frequency, and so you can't interrupt me. And I can feel sometimes when they try to block your throat chakra. There's a lot of things that's happening where people be thinking that you're crazy when you're spiritual, but this is not a game. This has been on since centuries before Christ, after denomination. So, the BC, the AD, all of that. It's been times. And then, if you... when they started burning books and all of that, why you think they burning books? They don't want us to have certain information. But there's some of us that's tuned in. I feel it. So I'm trying to talk and record and I feel it. Yeah, whoever it is, they be disturbed. And I can tell y'all now, like when I get up, my left eye jump, I guess they be like, oh my gosh, she woke up. Oh my god, damn, it's not working. It's not working. So, and then they have some people that be like, oh, she don't take nothing serious, or she thinks she know everything. I can't wait for her to fail. It's like I get so many messages. A lot of them probably wish they could see me, where they could want to harm me and stuff like that. I feel all that. I get so many dreams. I'm gonna have to start doing that too. Start talking about my dreams more often. I don't want to like freak you guys out, but there's some things that I have seen. I'm not no psychedelics and none of that stuff. I've had in the past, but I really don't like that. I don't like that feeling. I don't like. I've noticed too. I'm not a drinker neither, because like even though I might get a taste of wine every now and again, when I drink I always do this. So that's why I know when they say it's spirits. I always get the shake, or I always feel like I'm a. Oh, excuse me. I always feel like I'm a regurgitate. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Ooh, what is going on? No? I'm getting a download. What's going on? Excuse me, guys. Wow, it's like... Wait, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to end up having to end this video. It's when, or half an hour. Sometimes I get fun talking, and then I realize, like, girl... You're here talking to the camera and you're going on and on, but that's how I feel. I just enjoy my own company, and I might be rare. I don't know if people can relate, but I have no business. I can listen to my music, read a book. I be chilling with my grandsons. I be laughing. Oh, you see, chiming that confirmation. I don't really care for all that extra stuff. So, but nevertheless, because I see that I'm starting to, because a lot of it's getting away, but I realized that he did have the flu, and so I caught it, and I could feel this is a different kind of strain. If it was a common cold, it would have cleared up like 3 days ago. But the fact that I had no voice yesterday, and today I'm still sounding, you can hear the congestion and the high and lows of my voice box, and also too that I'm speaking and recording and talking about things. Of course, there's powers of that being, like my streaming camera was glitching before I recorded. There's different things, but if you know, if you don't know, then I might look crazy and insane to you. But anyway, with that, I'm just going to say peace, love, and light. I'll probably make a video later on tonight, so I'm going to go just kind of drink some more tea and try to get more of the phlegm and things out of my body and get more better for you guys, so we can have more beautiful conversation. So just be light within your spirit. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more message. I got these beautiful I don't know if you guys know, I'm not gonna do advertisement. The people ain't paying me, so I ain't gonna say, but you gotta be careful for the, and don't say too much, because people be like, oh, what are you talking? What are you saying? I'm suing. Like that girl, oh my god, that girl that got sued. I don't know if y'all heard the story, the TikTok lady that I guess she told the lady something about the tarot and it didn't come true, and the lady sued her and she lost millions of dollars. See, that's another thing. When people be playing around acting like they so knowledgeable just to get money and following, listen, what? Certain things, y'all gotta be careful, man. Don't be playing around with God. Don't be playing around acting like just for the dollar. That anything for the dollar would be people downfall. And that's why I be telling dudes, like when they be like, oh, Shreddy, you this and you nice looking, or I know you a player or whatever, or this, that, or third. And I know, do guys flirt with you? And men keep asking me stuff like that. It's like, listen, if I wanted to be with a baller, I wanted a rich man, shot caller, you know what I'm saying? I would be, but just there's things that come with that. A rich man could discard you, get out my car. He give you money. He think he own you. He think he could just do whatever he want to do to you. So I'm not sure what Guyanese people. I was coughing. I feel like I almost bust a blood vessel. Look how red my eyes is from the coughing. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. But my last sentence was, I'm not shy. Money is not the end all be all. Let me tell you something. There's things people do for money and they think about it to this day and they feel shame what they did for the dollar. So I'm never that. So anything, I would just want genuine people, you know. If you hear and you making a mockery, if you laugh or whatever you're doing, hopefully it's genuine, and then people would just, you know, where I can reach the goal to start streaming the income. That's really, that's what I beg, just for people to, well, I'm not begging. Let me stop that, because I don't beg. I don't, That's not, let me clear that up. That's not my style. Anyway, my left eye jumping, and I could tell every time I try to speak, I could feel the tingling and everything, and then the cough was disrespectful. It was like it was trying to, like, girl, shut up. But anyway, I did want to say, I am mindful of the energy I bring into every situation. I am mindful of oh my goodness, you see? Lord have mercy. God, is going to be a good journey. Protect me. Ooh, protect me. Positive feeling alone come near, all other wither and disappear. Come on, my spirit. That's why I was burning a little sage earlier. And then I woke up and prayed. So I was praying for my babies. And trying to reflect and just keeping positive and still hoping to move. Everything coming in good time, and so I've been very jolly in my spirit lately. Just giggling, sometimes giggling, no, laughing. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this healing energy cleanse. Oh, yeah, this was going to try to take me out. Ooh. I am mindful of the energy I bring into every situation. So that's the last one, and then we had the inner balance, and at the beginning of the video. So I'm gonna go ahead, guys, and get some more rest, because I see that they was trying to take me down, baby. But you know, when you like I said, you keep your hands clean and you have a pure heart, a lot of things, a lot of blessings come to you. It's like a law of attraction. Also, the power of keeping your sacred energy. I'm not trying to tell nobody go and be celibate, so don't misconstrue it. If you want to do your thing, do your thing. That's you. That's your cookie. That's your one. Go ahead, you do your thing. That's just for me, my life. I noticed that I have become in more clear in my mental, my physical. I've been more energized. I don't feel down. I don't have somebody else's spirit on me besides whatever other spirits. And be careful when somebody say they eat A. When a man say, "Oh, I eats," be careful of those men. That's it. They coming for bring something to you. And women too, that be like, "Oh, I got that good head." No. When they keep constantly talking about stuff like that, you gotta be careful. It's something that they want or something they trying to take you over. So be careful. But that was something. I learned a lot watching that documentary, so I wanted to make my little commentary about that. But it was really not. I just wanted to come and say something. I really wanted to talk about feminine energy yesterday. Because I don't usually like big up the holidays that these people have on this place. You know, this fact that they always changing the date on something, or the calendar always seem off. It's always something seeming off with these people, with the powers that be. You know what I mean? But you gotta be careful what you say, because then they just come and try for target you. And let me tell you something: the things I've seen on the internet, and it don't be a coincidence. I think they just try to put fear. They love that fear mongering thing. Anyway, beautiful spiritual beings, peace, love, and light, abundance to you all. I hope, like I said, all the beautiful ladies, all the women around the globe, I hope you had a wonderful mommy day. If it was emotional for you, things is going to get better. You have to believe that. I'm a true believer of that. Sometimes I feel like miracles come. I'll be down to $1, and next thing you know, it turned into $15. So, you know, just always, I feel like the frontal lobe, the law of attraction, all that stuff, you know, you keep thinking. And even if you say it subconsciously, I feel like that's a good practice if you're not good speaking out loud. And I've learned that skill over time. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the new subscribers. That's awesome. I'm happy about that, because really I'm just trying to survive, and then also be a good example and tell my daughters, if you believe in yourself, anything can happen, and you never know what comes from putting yourself out there and trying, taking a bold chance, a bold choice. And you never know. So that's it. Thank you. Have a good one. And I'm going to go ahead and try to get this body right. Take care, everybody. Be well. Peace.